Ladies and gentlemen, I got a hot one for you. So, I was at the Keystone Corner in Baltimore. First time there a few nights ago because I saw that Charlie Hunter was playing with Nate Smith. Now, they were in support with Stu Mindemen for Kurt Elling. I know, not heard of him. Now I know who he is. I know he's a Grammy winner. He's been quoted as one of the greatest male vocalists of our time by a tremendous amount of jazz aficionados. On and on and on. You'd be surprised what I don't know. I mean, how much do you know? Anyhow, enough bantering. I'm just going to share this with you. The owner of the club was nice enough to share this video with me. Anybody that's in the Baltimore area, you ever want to go to this spot again and see a show? Shoot me an Instagram DM. This was a killer spot. This was one of those nights where it's like, I'm going somewhere I haven't been. I'm going to see something I haven't seen. And I was just transported, completely transported. I'll let it speak for itself.
It's 120 miles to Chicago. We have a full tank of gas, a half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses.
Yeah.
Hit it!
You hear Charlie?
Damn! We put up our tent on a dark green knoll on the outskirts of town by the railroad tracks and a seagull.
No, you're getting that intro again. Listen to how funky this is. Listen to Charlie all over the place. Basically, your groove, E flat 7, if you will, in the neighborhood, whatever. But listen to the dynamics and how tight Nate and Stu are together and letting Charlie just be Charlie. This is some of the funkiest stuff I've ever heard. Just take it in again.
It's 120 miles to Chicago.
Can't you see it? We're driving.
We have a full tank of gas, a half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it!
How much they love it.
Damn!
Nate Smith's hi-hat work is out of control.
We put up our tent on...
Dude, watch his hi-hat. Watch his hi-hat drop. Watch his right hand. Oh, see, look. I'm not on YouTube. The buttons don't work. All right.
We put up our tent on a dark green knoll on the outskirts of town by the railroad tracks and a seagull dump. And topping the bill was horse-faced Ethel and her marvelous pigs in satin. We were in a pasture outside of Kankakee. We pounded our stakes in the ground, all powder brown, and the tree limbs reached for the sky like scary fingers. And one-eyed Myra, the queen of the galley, she trained the ostrich and the camels. She'd look at me squinty with her one good eye as she wore a Roy Orbison t-shirt with stains all over it, bottle-fed an orangutan named Tripod.
I mean, seriously, what the hell are we watching? I mean, can you just imagine me at the bar, right? I wore a button down and a blazer. I'd never been to this club before, but I knew it was a nice club. Got a glass of wine. I got some ragu bolognese. I'm enjoying myself, right? And then this comes on, and And I turn over, and I'm just like, what the hell is happening here? And every single one of the songs that they did was kind of like this. Each person was full of surprises, probably no more than Kurt, but with exceptional professional delivery and poise and confidence. And look how much they all love it. It's easy for Charlie to steal the show, but honestly, for me, man, Nate, dude, brother, I could watch just you kick hi-hat and snare for days. I love that little trashed up cymbal that's got stacked on top of each other that's bent. What a cool sound. It's not super loud in the mix, but he hits it all the time. But just keep going, keep going. Charlie's bass run. For those that don't know, Charlie Hunter is playing bass and guitar at the same time, okay? And the keys, right, can also play bass, mid-range, and high at the same times. So it takes an incredible level of cognitive presence to stay out of each other's way. And you can see it. So Charlie's doing all the busy parts, and Stu over there on the keys is just right? And letting Charlie just whatever the hell he's doing.
And then there was Yodeling Elaine, the queen of the air. She wore a $sign medallion, had a little rusty tear and a little bubble of spittle by her left nostril, for she had lassoed and lost another tipsy sailor. Oh,
dude.
And over in the burnt yellow tent by the frozen tractor, the music was like electric sugar.
Oh my God.
Woo! And Zuzu Bolin played stave and chain. Mighty Tiny played the saw, and he threw his head back with a mouthful of gold teeth. And they played Lopsided Heart and Moon Over Dog Street. By the time they played Moanin' Low, I was wild-eyed, drenched in sweat. Dr. Bliss slipped me a little preparation, and I fell asleep with Livery Stable Blues in my ear.
Walked off.
And me and Molly Huey drank Pruno and Kool-Aid. Oh. She had a tattoo gun made out of a cassette motor and a guitar string. She soaked a hanky in 3 roses, rubbed it on the spot, and she drew a rickety heart and a real rusted broken arrow. Ow! And it hurt like hell. Ow! And Funeral Wells spun Poodle Murphy as he threw his hardware. Only once in Sheboygan did he miss. They were doing 2 shows on a matinee day out on Diamond Pier, and she was running a high fever, and Funeral took off a piece of her ear. She never let him forget it, and Tip Little told her she should leave the bum, but Poodle said, he fetched me last time I run, and I'd like to hammer this ring into a bullet, and I wish I had some whiskey and a gun, my dear. Woo. I wish I had some whiskey and a gun, my dear. Well, as Edgar Allan Poe always said, down him everything but the circus.
I mean, seriously, what is that? What is that? Kurt is like, it's such a wild mix. It's like part storyteller, part comedian, part salesman, part Frank Sinatra. And like the details of the story are so strong, but there's also like this Dr. Seuss element where you're just stringing together all this different imagery and these characters, but it's like, I think I used this in a previous video, lascivious. It kind of like, it points to that naughtiness, but then it like cleans up. It's like, it's super mature and profound and deep and funny and funky, super funky. And just like, look at all their faces. Look at Nate, look at Charlie, look at Stu. They love it. I'm just telling you, I haven't been to a show, like a new venue, band I've never seen before, and just been like transported to a different spot. I just don't know a better way to put it. If you guys get an opportunity to see Kurt Elling with Nate, Stu, and Charlie, go. If you're in Baltimore, check out Keystone Corner. I'll go with you down for the next time. I have a feeling they get a bunch of wild stuff that I probably wouldn't find on my own. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. As always, drop links in the comments for what we should see next. And of course, for all of you out there that have made the extra step to join me and so many others at GuitarGate and allow me to be your online teacher and you take my lessons and courses, thank you. You make all of this possible, and the community has changed my life for the better. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it in your hands, stay busy, and just try to get a little bit better each day. Enjoy yourselves. Cheers.